Hello everyone, welcome to a conversation that can truly revolutionize your leadership journey. Have you ever paused to think about the link between leadership and humility? Yes, humility. You heard right. In today's discourse, we're going to explore the surprising power of humility in leadership. Forget the stereotypes, the misconceptions you might have. Stick around as we dive into how this trait can greatly enhance your leadership ability. In this era where leaders are often viewed as supremely confident and assertive individuals whose charisma, humility is often overlooked, or worse, misconstrued as a weakness. But let me share a secret with you, true leadership often thrives on humility. From self-awareness to improved decision-making, humility carries untapped potential. As we embark on this journey, I urge you to open your minds. We'll be debunking myths and misconceptions, looking at real-world examples, and discussing practical steps you can take to cultivate humility. If you're ready to embark on a transformative journey, then buckle up. Let's dive right in. Let's begin with understanding humility. This term is often misunderstood and perceived in many different ways. Some see it as a sign of weakness, others as a virtue of saints. But for leaders, humility signifies an accurate self-perception, a balanced view of oneself, acknowledging our strengths without being boastful, recognizing our limitations without belittling ourselves. A humble leader isn't a pushover, they're self-aware. Perhaps you've heard of the saying, the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. This accurately portrays a humble leader. Such leaders are aware of their knowledge gaps. They appreciate that they don't have all the answers, and they're not threatened by this reality. Instead, they view it as an opportunity to learn, to grow. One of the key aspects of humility is appreciating the worth and value of those around us. A humble leader values each team member's input, recognizes their skills, and delegates effectively. By doing so, they foster a sense of inclusivity, a spirit of teamwork where everyone feels valued. However, humility should not be confused with a lack of ambition or drive. Humble leaders can be highly ambitious, they strive for success, they set high standards for themselves and their teams. But they're also realistic about what they can achieve. They acknowledge that success is often a collective effort, a result of the hard work of many. They give credit where it's due and take responsibility for failures. Now that's a powerful leadership trait. Respect is the cornerstone of effective leadership. But respect isn't something that you can demand, it's earned. And humble leaders, with their open-mindedness and their genuine regard for others, earn it in abundance. They listen, really listen, to their team's ideas and concerns. They don't just pay lip service, they engage with their team in meaningful ways. Think about it, when you feel heard, truly heard, how does that make you feel? Valued, respected, significant, right? When leaders take the time to listen to their team, they send a strong message that their team's contributions matter. They cultivate a culture where everyone's voice counts, and open dialogue and constructive disagreement are encouraged. Contrary to what some may think, this kind of leadership doesn't lead to chaos or disorder. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When team members feel heard and valued, they're more likely to buy into the leader's vision, align their efforts with the organization's goals, and give their best work. The result? A vibrant, thriving, and productive work environment. But respect goes beyond just listening. Humble leaders respect their team members as individuals. They acknowledge their unique skills and talents, they value their diverse perspectives, and they make it a point to recognize and appreciate their efforts. This fosters a sense of belonging, and that, my friends, is a powerful motivator. Have you ever wondered how some leaders always seem to make the right decisions? Or how they handle the fallout of a wrong decision so adeptly? The answer, more often than not, lies in humility. Humble leaders make informed decisions because they're not afraid to seek input from others, to ask questions, to delve deeper. When faced with a decision, they don't rely solely on their knowledge or perspective. Instead, they gather as much information as possible, seek diverse viewpoints, and weigh all the options. They're aware that they can't possibly have all the answers, and they view this not as a limitation, but as an opportunity to draw on the collective wisdom and expertise of their team. Humble leaders are also open to criticism and feedback. They don't view it as a personal attack or a blow to their ego. Rather, they see it as an opportunity to learn, to improve. They're open to the possibility that they might be wrong, that there might be a better way. And here's something truly remarkable: humble leaders are willing to change their minds. They don't cling stubbornly to a decision just to save face or because they can't admit they were wrong. If new information comes to light that challenges their initial decision, they're willing to reassess and make changes if necessary. This flexibility, this willingness to learn and adapt, leads to more accurate and effective decisions in the long run. The world around us is constantly changing, and to keep pace, we must be lifelong learners. And who better to lead the charge than humble leaders? They embody the spirit of continuous learning. They're not content to rest on their laurels. They're always seeking to grow, to develop, to broaden their horizons. A humble leader recognizes that learning is not a destination but a journey. They're always on the lookout for new ideas, new perspectives, new ways of doing things. They're not threatened by change or novelty, instead, they embrace it. They foster a culture of curiosity and innovation, where learning is not just encouraged but celebrated. But their thirst for learning isn't limited to their professional life. They seek to grow personally as well. They invest in themselves, in their health, their relationships, their personal development. They understand that to lead others effectively, they must first lead themselves. Moreover, humble leaders lead by example. They're not just preaching about the importance of continuous learning, they're living it. They're setting the tone, creating an environment where every team member feels empowered to learn and grow. This commitment to learning doesn't just benefit the leader, it benefits the entire team, the whole organization. When it comes to achieving goals and making strides, two heads are often better than one. The most effective leaders know this and understand the true value of collaboration. Humility plays a pivotal role in this. Humble leaders are more likely to foster collaboration within their teams. Humble leaders set aside their egos. They're not threatened by others' skills or knowledge, rather, they welcome it. They understand that each team member brings something unique to the table, different skills, experiences, perspectives. They know that harnessing this diversity can lead to better ideas, better solutions, better outcomes. Furthermore, humble leaders are not in the game for personal glory. They're driven by the success of the team, the success of the organization. They acknowledge the efforts of each team member, giving credit where it's due. They celebrate team victories, not just individual ones. This creates a sense of camaraderie, a spirit of unity within the team. Lastly, humble leaders are approachable. They're open to ideas, to suggestions, to feedback. They create an environment where every voice is heard, where every team member feels valued and respected. This encourages open communication, trust, and mutual respect, all essential ingredients for effective collaboration. Resilience is a key quality in effective leaders, particularly in times of change or uncertainty. Resilient leaders are able to navigate challenges, adapt to change, and bounce back from setbacks. And humility plays a significant role in fostering resilience. Humble leaders accept that setbacks and failures are a part of the journey. They don't shy away from them or try to gloss over them. Instead, they confront them head-on. They take responsibility for their mistakes and failures, but they don't let them define them. Instead of viewing these setbacks as insurmountable obstacles, they see them as opportunities for learning and growth. They analyze what went wrong, what could be done differently, how they can improve. They see each failure as a stepping stone towards success. Humble leaders also cultivate resilience in their teams. They encourage their team members to take calculated risks, to step out of their comfort zones. They provide support and guidance when things don't go as planned. They foster a culture where failure is not feared but embraced as a part of the learning process. You might be wondering, how can I cultivate humility? It's not something that can be acquired overnight, but with conscious effort and practice, it can be nurtured. Let's explore some strategies. First, practice self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your actions, your decisions, your interactions. Ask yourself, what went well? What could I have done differently? What did I learn? This introspection can help you develop self-awareness, a key aspect of humility. Second, seek feedback. Don't just wait for annual performance reviews, actively seek feedback from your team, your peers, your superiors. Listen to their perspectives, their suggestions, their critiques. Use this feedback to learn, to grow, to improve. Third, acknowledge the efforts of others. Recognize the contributions of each team member. Celebrate team successes. Give credit where it's due. This not only fosters humility but also cultivates a positive team environment. Lastly, embrace lifelong learning. Never stop learning, never stop growing. Be open to new ideas, new perspectives, new ways of doing things. Remember, as a leader, you set the tone. If you embrace learning, your team is likely to follow suit. In conclusion, humility is a powerful leadership trait. It fosters respect, improves decision-making, encourages learning, promotes collaboration, and cultivates resilience. It's a trait that can transform not just you as a leader, but your entire team, your entire organization. It's time we move beyond the misconceptions and stereotypes associated with humility. It's time we recognize its true potential, its transformative power. So, let's cultivate humility. Let's lead with humility. Let's unlock the surprising power of humility in leadership. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you've gained insights and inspiration. We look forward to continuing this conversation and exploring more facets of leadership with you. Until next time, stay humble and keep leading.